The island of Misfit toys is something that I've been more lovingly perplexed by as I grow older. Why are these specific toys singled out and exiled when they all have very mundane quirks that are either irrelevant or easily fixable? Over the years, I've studied the film top to bottom numerous times, and I think I've cracked the code. The toys on the island of Misfit toys are the only toys in the entire Rankin Bass universe which are alive. Even just counting scenes in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, there is no moment where the elves are working on a toy and it suddenly gains sentience. There's nothing to suggest that any toys off of this one island are alive in this universe. Clearly what happens is that every once in a while, a toy at the North Pole is created with such care and kindness that it just comes alive. And Santa must figure that sending those toys out to kids around the world would be kind of cruel for the toys, considering that kids are so naturally destructive with things they're given while they're young. So they just send them off to some island to live peacefully for the rest of time. This is a bit. I'm doing a bit. This is not a real critique of the film. When Rudolph first aired in 1964, it included Rudolph promising the Misfit toys that he would tell Santa to save them and deliver them to children on Christmas. But then the original cut of the movie ended with the sleigh flying off without actually doing this. The original credits are kind of cute in my opinion, in that the names are put on the physical boxes themselves, much like at the start of the film. But the massive amount of children who were upset about the lack of resolution with this story meant that they later went and made an extended ending which saw Santa rescuing those on the island and deploying them instead. Right, this is a pretty well-known fact that gets spread around every Christmas. Most of you probably already know this. But what you might not know is that there's an accidental dark joke included in this sequence caused by it being made several years after the rest of the film. You see, in the original sequence where we meet all of the toys on the island, this character, the bird, is referenced as someone who can't fly.
How would you like to be a bird that doesn't fly? I swim!
But then in the credit sequence, when this elf is giving all the toys umbrellas to glide down with, he decides not to give the bird one and pushes him to his death. That right there is the confident wave of a cold-blooded killer.